Good morning, everyone. It's Brenda. Welcome back. Can you believe it? A video every day this week. I just been on a roll, I guess, this week. But we're going to carry on in our Junky journal. Excuse me. I did do a couple things. Our cluster bits that we had made quite a while back with our scraps. I added one here just to hide the Salvation Army logo. And then on the back of this one, I did the same there as well. So I didn't do anything else. I kind of like the ruggedness of this, but I mean, this journal is going to be a work in progress. You know, we're not here to fill it up kind of thing, even though there's barely anything in it, and it's already a big mouth journal. But it's going to be a work in progress, and every time I think of different things to do, then I'll just add some stuff. And I added this little swing pocket just with the morning news, and it was the bottom part of an envelope that I had cut off. I just added a thumb notch, put one of the little clusters on the front of it, and then it's open at the top for a pocket. So just like that, and it's a pretty big pocket. You can stick a journaling card in there, whatever you'd like. And then this is just an embossed oatmeal bag. I received a bunch of these from Barbara. Thank you, Barbara. But I'm probably going to just glue it down there, and it can become another tuck spot, and it'll just hide this flap that's there. So I just put a couple things in pages, and then I have this Tim Holtz thing, and I mean, I was thinking maybe we could just dress it up and hang it over a page, or it can be glued to a page. You can put paper scraps in it, or fabric scraps, or even pieces of your junk mail that can be just torn out and used, and you can keep the side open as another tuck spot. And then this is our center thing that we did yesterday. I added a flower to it, and it has our pockets, and it's also a big pocket or a belly band in there, and then that side pocket there, and that's just a piece of just an envelope, I believe, and then I just left it open for a little journaling spot. What else? Oh, this I slit the top of it. It was sitting here, and I just brought it down a bit. I could have left it up there, but I didn't. So I just wanted it at the side. And then I have this little bag that I thought could go right here. So just little ideas, and I just kind of put things in here. And this is another piece of that, the other page that we have in here, and I thought that could be a belly band. And then this is both of them are from Kleenex, that you peel off to open up the Kleenex boxes, and I just covered them with some flyer paper, and our pockets, they're already notched out. You don't even have to do that. It's already done for you. So yeah, so I thought we could just have a little play in here today, and I'm just gonna see, I think I might attach this one onto the back pocket. I'm not going to keep the back of it open or anything. I'm just going to have it as an actual top pocket, and then we'll leave it there. All right, so I know there's a bunch of you that have been doing this along with me, so grab your stuff and let's just have a play. It's been raining all night. Hallelujah. It's still raining, so I'm really hoping that the rain will carry on right across Canada. I think it was raining last night in Toronto. I hope that's true. But I know all of the East Coast, everywhere, needs rain, so I'm really hopeful that it's been happening. All right. So yeah, and you know, I'm not going to make tags or anything right now. I'm just going to put in the pockets and tuck spots, whatever we're doing, and then that'll be good. Maybe this will be the tag that goes in here. I just have to cover it, and then that can go in there just like that. So it'll have to be shortened, which is fine. I'll just cut it off. My scissors. It's a challenge to find things on my desk right now. So I hope you're all doing good. I'm doing pretty good. It's how's the weather where you are? Is it raining, hot, sunny, dry? I mean, I know there's still a lot of that going on too. But so there we go. We have that little, and I'll dress it, and then it has a home right there. And then this one, oops, we're getting a little long here. 1 second. Shut this up. There we go. I just don't want to be out of frame. And then this one can go here, and it adds structure to the envelopes as well. And this one, I kind of put this on the wrong side, but I'm hoping that this will glue. It should. I haven't had any problems yet with this, but I didn't sand it or anything to take the shine away. So hopefully it'll be all right. And then I'm just going to add it close to the edge, but not on the edge. I still like to see that pretty paper in behind it. There we go. And then I'll just have to make something for in there. This is just some of the flyer paper that's all glued together. I mean, it can be covered, and then it can become a tag, a long skinny tag for in there. Just gonna see. Yep, so that'll be good in there, and then I can put a topper on it or put a tab on it. You can angle the corners to make it look like a tag, round the corners. You know, you can do anything like that. And I didn't do anything here. I thought this would be a great area for writing on. So, and the same with this. I mean, you can collage on here if you want. You can do anything, really. So this is going to be the belly band. But I just thought, because that would look cute looking through the window like that, right? Oh, I forgot I added this. Tim Horton, it's a cup liner, you know, for when it's too hot. I cut it down and I made it into a belly band right there. So for this, I don't know if I should just, I wonder if I can put the belly band right there, and then you'll see that prettiness through the window. You know what? Maybe I'm going to do that. I kind of like that idea. And it's the perfect height for the page. So let's just add it. And let me see what it looks like. I'll just bring it over a touch. There we go. And then whatever you put inside the belly band, you'll be able to see it through the window as well. But I just like that peeking through. It looks quite pretty. You know, and if you don't like this, you can collage on it or you can add one of the clusters. So let's see if I have a long one. I mean, that can be added right there, and then you can put a focal point on it. I think that's the only longish one I have, that one. Yeah. And then you can just add a little flower or something to the, I have my drawers beside me. I'm just grabbing my little flowers here. There's little orange flowers, but I'm going to add one of these little white ones to it here. And it can just go right onto the staple. Sorry if I'm off. If it sticks, it'll eventually stick. It just needs a minute. And what's nice about the white flowers is you can spray them with ink or paint or, you know, whatever, and then that can just sit right there. So let's do that. Talking about it, might as well just do it, right? That's what I usually say. All right. And then that can just go right there. The flower will stick, it just needs a minute. Glue the edges down, just so they don't catch on the pages, and then tear more. There we go. A little bit there. There we go. Yep, see, so it's just playing with our junk mail. Oops, that didn't stick very well yet. There we go. And then, so you have this whole area as a belly band. You can put a nice big huge tag in there, you know, and then we have our, so this just shows that anything can be embossed. I mean, packaging can be embossed. This hard cardstock, that can be embossed. I'm just going to add that in, and it's another pocket. There we go. And then there's that. And then I just have this on the desk. Just going to sit that right in the pocket, and this is from my Your Creative Studio unboxing that I had done about, maybe, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, something like that. That can fit right in there. It's just been sitting here on the desk. And then there's our other little one, and then this piece, I think I'm going to leave that one out for now, and I'm going to do this. I glued some flyer paper together, and then I just brought it up, you know, for this pocket that we normally do. And then I'm just going to, it's kind of thick now because it's like 4 pieces of paper that I glued together, just because it is so thin. And I'm just going to make these pockets here, and then this will get, that's where they get tucked in, like this, right? So it's not a perfect square, it's just, I don't even know what size it is, to be honest, because it was a flyer that I cut down. But if you'd like to know, it is just shy of 8 by just over 6.5, so it's the little line before, or just after the 6.5. I know, the measurements aren't precise. And then I just folded it up so that there were 2 points at the top, and then just fold over your sides. And because it's more than one paper all glued together, you'll really have to burnish it if you do it this way. And it sure is sturdy. Like, there's no question about it being sturdy. I'm just going to add some glue into here because we don't need all of that open. And that's just where I cut it after after I trimmed it all. Yeah, so I just want to make sure that the little extra places are glued together well. There we go. You can use your glue stick. I did use a glue stick to glue it all around, but yeah, so there we go. And then I just did that, and I'm going to tuck it in. There we go. Just like that, and it makes a sweet little pocket, and there's a bunch of pockets in here. Let me grab my card again. I'll use this just to show. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pockets. And then the back is plain. You can add pockets to the back as well if you want and have it as a clip-in, or just toss it into a pocket. Or you can leave it as is, which I'm going to, and then I'm going to glue it down to a page. But before I do that, I'm going to glue the bottom so that ephemera pieces don't fall out of the pockets. Oops. And it is kind of thick, as I say, so I'm going to grab a little clip just for a second, and let it hold together. And these are just pieces of wallpaper. Scrap pieces of wallpaper. I just tapered the edges to make it look like a tag, and then those can just go into that pocket that we created. All right, so let me see. Yep, that's good. Doesn't take long. And then I'm going to add it right here. And if you want that extra pocket, don't glue it at the back, and then you'll have that extra pocket. But I'm thinking there's enough pockets here that I don't have to leave it open. So I'm just going to glue the whole entire piece down. There we go. Oh, I suppose, no, I don't want to put glue at the back there. There might be something larger that could slip back there too. There we go. And then this is just a scrap. Excuse me, I put one of the clusters on the top and made it, when we made it into a paper clip. And then that can just be added on, just as an added decoration, just like that. Right, and then you can come in, and there's lots of space for a really big tag back there. And then on this side, and this side, here, here, and then you can just tuck little bits of goodness down there. There's some stamps. Just pop in some of this. I mean, I just have these things on my desk, so why not use them? Excuse my arm. But yeah, just little bits, and then you just fill. Pretty. So cute. And then there's that. And I know that there's something else I popped in here. Yep, the bag. So you can dress the bag. You can again use your junk mail if you want. You can use scrapbook paper. You know, this is just a scrappy piece that I had been using just to give it some character, or just do the pocket, and then you can stencil on the bag. That's a great idea too. Now I wish I'd brought some of my stencils over. Ruler. I'm just going to tear some of this off. I still like to see the bag around the edges. And there's just a little bit I have to tear off at the top. Yep, just put this on there. And these are all just bits that are hanging out on the desk and they need a home, so this way, I don't know. I don't think it matters. I'm not going to be particular about it anyway. And there we go. And then I think I will come back and I'm going to do a stencil on here just to give it a little bit of character. Or you can stamp if you have your stamps. What stamps do I have here? Oh, I have this swirly stamp. Let's just use it. It's kind of a little bit warped. But I'm just going to grab my ground espresso. You can use black. You can use whatever color you want, honestly. You don't have to be set to one particular color. You just do whatever you want. I'm just going to go straight across. Just like that. Add a few little bits on there. And you're just going around the page and adding. So look at that, it added extra character, just boom, just like that. Yeah, so I like that very much, that's good. So let's find the page again. I'm not sure where I was going to put it. I will pop it right here. I didn't have to cut the bag down. Oh, yes I did, sorry, that's not true. I trimmed off, I used just the fancy scissors and I trimmed off the top of it because it was a bit too tall. And so I'm just going to glue it down. You could leave the side open. I think shockingly enough, this is going to be another piece that I glue all the way down. I know those of you that have been watching me from the beginning, you know how much I love pockets and tucks. And to glue things down completely is just like a real shock. I don't do it very often, but oops, there we go. So not quite to the edges. Just like that. And then you have this huge area to fill with goodness that you make. Right? And then there's a nice pocket. It's a shallow pocket, but there's still lots of room in there. So what else do we have? Oh, I did put this in here, but I'm still not sure what to do with it. This is a bag from Your Creative Studio. It had a stamp in there. I'm still not sure what to do with it. And then we have this, but there's, like I say, it's an ongoing project. So, yeah. All right, and then there's just one more thing. I have this. It's the top of a paper, 6x6 paper pack. But I would like this to be a page hugger, like a top of the page. But I need to cut it down, and I want to leave the whole, I don't know if I'm going to completely center it. There's no point in even saying that I'm going to, because it never works out. But I'm going to cut there, and then just to have it a little bit off the edge, and then I'm just going to cut it right where that bend mark is. Just like that. You can round the corners, which I think I will. It's pretty thick, so I shouldn't try and do it two at a time. excuse the noises outside. Somebody has a load of puppies somewhere, and they are just barking up a storm. But I thought this could, come on, cooperate here. This could go like that, and you can leave it up a little bit if you'd like, and you can add some ribbon in the top. I don't know, what do you think that looks like? Let's close it and see what it looks like. Oh yeah, that would be all right. I'm gonna see if I can round these. I'm gonna get my other one because it takes more. This is just the crocodile, but it can go through a lot better than that little guy. All right, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm just gonna add glue to underneath the hole. And then around it, just because I don't want it to come seeping out the hole. Okay, well, let's try it anyway, shall we? So I'm just going to have it to just below the hole. And I did put glue everywhere else for it. So it just has to stick. There we go. Just like that. And then just to make it pretty, I have these butterflies. It's probably way too big. And I could have left it open as a tuck spot, but I didn't. There, I'm just going to take this little, it came right off. Didn't even have to work at it. But I wonder if I can take the big wing off. Nope, it's on there pretty solid. But what do you think? Let's tone down the white a little bit. It's great when you have these white, whether it's lace or butterflies like this, anything you can ink and make it whatever color you want to make it, which is wonderful. There we go. Whoop. There we go. Oh, it looks cute there. Yep, I like it. And then I'll just have to grab something to go in there. I have this fabric. Let me just see if I can tear it down. Oh yeah, tears like butter. And then I'll just put it in half. Oops, and then I'll stick it through the hole. And then you can always put glue in there as well to, did I do that backwards? I think I did that backwards. Let's try the other way and see if it looks different. If I can do it now, get it out of here. Yep, I put it through this way. Let's try it through the back. Oh, here comes a train again. Isn't that just the way it is? Goodness gracious, I tell you. Let's see. Oh, I did tear the page, but yep, that's okay. And it seems to be tighter. So I'm just going to snip off the top. Maybe I'm going to snip off a little more. There. And so that's peeking just peeks out like that. It's kind of cute. I don't mind it. If it sticks out too far before you get to this point, just trim it. It's just that I just had to do it because the hole was where it was. And the same with this one, right? I mean, I can add, I can cover this with something and then put a dangle here and then it dangles out the side. That might be an idea too. I'll just trim it a little further before I add anything to it. But I'm going to leave it there for today because, like I say, this is a work in progress, you know, and you're not going to want to, maybe you will want to finish it all at once, and then you go for it. You do it. You know, it's your creation. You do whatever you want to do inside this little beauty. But I'm going to leave it there for today, and then we've got some other projects coming. So we covered this with our pocket. And our little tag is in there. And then we did our belly band. I showed you the little tuck there. We added this pocket. So we did a few things today. We added this. I'm gonna pop this in here as well. Right, we've got the stuff. Let's put it in there. And all these things are hanging on the desk. So let's use them. I have this sweet little lady, and she's a Tim Holtz dolly. Oh, look at that. Perfect spot for her. And then we have our little flap there, and you saw the pockets. We did all this together. And then our bag with the stamping. What else? What else? Oops, we have our butterfly there and their little tab. Up at the top there, see the page ripped, so I'll have to come back and fix that. And so there. My goodness, well, like this is how it is. But I mean, you can add ribbon to the outside to hold it closed. Before, like I know we've probably all done our fronts, but you can add a thing to go around it and then put a topper on. I mean, there's so many ways. I'm just going to put some rope around it. Well, you know, the skinny twine that we have. This stuff here. Or, let's see. Oh, there's also, I have this paper ribbon. I received this from one of the ladies at our Leduc Ladies weekend, but this is, and it's a lovely color too, but I mean that can be used to close it. You can just double it if you wanted to. I'm just going to take a bunch off and we'll see. Ooh. Alright, might as well. Still have time. I think we're here, we're hanging out. I'm just gonna, I didn't measure or anything, I just cut a bunch, pulled a bunch off, and then I just snipped it, and then I doubled it. It's pretty curly stuff, so, but maybe, oh yeah, I like this better. It feels really nice, and it's paper ribbon, it says. So I'm just gonna do that. And close it up, and then you get all that roughage in the front. It just feels pretty cool. So there we go. All right, looks pretty good. Yeah, I didn't do anything to the back, so you can if you want. Like if you do a wrap around and you want to pop something on the back, put it on top, and then it won't come off at all. And matter of fact, that might be something that I do just because I really like the look of this. All right, so we're going to leave it there for today. I hope you have been enjoying this junk mail series. Thank you everyone for all your feedback, for your comments, for your messages, for your emails. I appreciate it. I'm really enjoying all the pictures that you're sending me and to show me all of the what you've been doing in your Junky journal. It's been a lot of fun. God bless. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye for now.